Hello everyone, I'm new to Overwatch and I was able to go from this to this. In just about 20 hours of my Ashe experience. Let's see how I was able to do it. Going for hour 1, I was super excited for season 5 that I forgot to warm up. Yet my aim was super nice. I was hitting a lot of crazy shots, like look at that kill onto the Torbjorn. I'm going for a coach gun, boom. This guy said something like, oh really, in the chat, and it was such a nice compliment to my skill. I understand that I'm not spending my time for nothing. I am training, right? I'm doing it to tilt my opponents. So that was really nice. I don't think we were able to win the game. I already felt that Ashe is going to be an amazing choice, and my love for Hitscan will never fade away. After doing so many challenges on different characters that don't particularly require aim, playing Ashe felt like I came home. It felt like I was finally able to meet my parents in person after a long break. I felt relieved and I was like, wow, this is actually powerful and I can make Ashe work. You know, it's such an amazing feeling when you are always top damage in the lobby, when you are always highest kills, when you are the person that's going to be a deciding factor whether your team will win or lose based on you hitting or missing your shots. This is a heavy responsibility, but if you will be able to handle it, surely you are going to be rewarded for that. So my aim is super nice. I have been aim training religiously for the past few years, and in that regard, it was alright. As well as I was able to cook my mechanical skill, which is nice. Here is a very interesting thing. You might say, Chris, why are you putting echo clips? Simply because there are plethora of players that would want to watch my videos and learn something from them. And echo is an amazing choice when they are playing Genji Mei, for example, right? As they will not be able to punish you as you are a flying character and they just don't have the range. So here, my goal is to win the game, is to not to prove the point that I'm just an OTP Ashe player, right? I feel like this is just a dumb way to approach the situation. So I was able to absolutely cook on Echo, and we were able to win the game as a result. A very interesting phenomenon happened when there was a new season, and I was so eager to speak and like do callouts. I'm like, yo, Genji's half behind and stuff. And we were able to absolutely cook our opponents with this Echo player. It was such a nice combination, especially against Genji. I would just bring him to half HP and my Echo just press a button and absolutely destroy the competition. This game was super nice, and Colossio is a great map for Ashe simply because of the longer distances and the lack of Widowmaker in Season 5, making my life less miserable than it was before. Beautiful kills. I am... oh my god, that was actually clean, man. Not as clean as my Ana's aim to heal me. So we're going for a nice Dynamite here. Unfortunately, I got absolutely destroyed. So yeah, it feels absolutely amazing. I love the character, I love the maps, I love the new season. It's actually really fun. I don't understand how to explain this, but every single hour 4 game is a complete cookage for me. You can open every single challenge that I did, and I was popping off at hour 4. I have no idea how to explain that, but look at that. 1 minute in the game, I already have play of the game right here. Boom. Oh my god, man. And we were actually so lucky that our Mercy player was able to res Sigma here, and as a result, we ended up in a situation 2 versus 2, and I just cooked both of them, and we were able to convert that. Our 4 game was pretty quick, so I decided to include the second hour 4 game that I had. This is gonna be a very funny moment. I'm on the high ground, there is nothing that can stop me from here. It's just the top of my head exposed while they are full body, yet this guy just tapped me twice on Kiriko. And look at that moment, boom. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way I was able to cook this guy like that. He's super mad, I think. Yeah, and as I've said, the first game was super fast, so I decided to include the second one. There are so many games and so many moments where I'm just not showing to you simply because sometimes I'm giga losing them, and sometimes there are just better games. Look at that window, man. Oh my god. And the bob with the window, man. Holy, that's a bob diff right here. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. But unfortunately, we just weren't able to find any value, and we lost the game. As a result, I was trying my absolute hardest to win here, yet sometimes nothing is working, nothing is gonna help you, and if you are destined to lose, you will lose, and I feel like you just need to accept that. Our 5 game was a quick one, but so satisfying. First of all, the new lighting on this map is just 10 out of 10. It is so nice to play it. It feels like I'm playing a different game, not an Overwatch. This guy on the Wrecking Ball was an absolute G. And this guy, or a girl on a Mercy, was absolutely top tier. I was having so much fun playing with these people. I just got exceptionally lucky, and we were completely cooking our competition right from the start. So it feels like every single time opponents would try to do something, they just fail over and over again. And this is going to be the final thing of this game. I was able to cook this guy with the Dynamite. I was able to cook this guy with Dynamite. And look at that beautiful kill onto the Tracer. On the 6-hour mark, I decided to give in a little bit and get myself a Mercy pocket. It's super interesting how I would get so many more individual, quote-unquote, individual highlights. Of course, the team is setting up for you, and I don't believe when people are saying, oh, I am self-made. There is no such thing as self-made. You had parents, teachers, you had enemies who gave you lessons. The same in every single team game, the same in every single situation in life. So I would have a lot more cooler moments to my point of view, but my tank would struggle quite a lot more, simply because Mercy has her possibilities and limitations, and sometimes you are just not be able to outpocket other supports that have better, how do you say that? Better kit? Yeah, better abilities. So New Queen Street, amazing map for Ashe, simply because of the longer distances, and the bob is super duper OP here. It feels like I am being always proactive. I'm always trying to like apply a lot of pressure to my teammates, or opponents, I'm sorry, to my teammates as well, probably, because I'm like, yo, push forward. And every single time I would press tab, I can see that the enemy DPS would have the same amount of damage I have, but combined, right? Or my DPS would have 2 times less damage than me. This is the Mercy Pocket phenomenon, but sometimes it's not gonna work in your favor. Look at that beautiful bob, man. Oh my god, that was so... I'm like, yo, I'm so cool because I killed Anna before she was able to sleep my bob, and then the bob just decided to go to a bar and have a drink. Oh my god, instead of diffing our opponents, man, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Look at that blade. Ay, that boy thought he's safe. He is not. So we were able to cook up a bob right here with a little ultimate charge. I was going for a Genji, and then Sigma, and then this guy. I mean, like, Ashe is just such a great character in some circumstances that, like, especially if you are authentic shots, there is nothing that can stop her. I would like to try Hanzo because of the Widowmaker nerf. I feel like Hanzo is going to be uncontested and really strong, but we will actually see. Let me know in the comments which character would you like to see in the future. I remember this Hour 7 game particularly difficult. This is the only way I can describe this game. Was I cooking? Sure, but the fact that opponents were cooking as well was making the game a lot harder than it should be. Yet it feels like we were able to convert the first point. I was able to get a kill onto the Echo. Such a bad character of choice simply because there is no way to escape, and even though you have three-dimensional movement in comparison with just like left, right, so you have up and down as well, there is still nothing you can do to save yourself in like the closed things like this. Oh, this was such a great game for the highlights, man. Oh my god. Ooh, this was exactly the moment where I'm like, yo, I can actually flex on my aim. I am so confident. I'm just like, I felt like I'm so much better than all of them that I was able to absolutely cook. Alright, and I wanted to speak about the best characters that can benefit you as an Ashe in terms of your teammates. So first of all, Mercy Pocket is exceptionally good. You are not allowing Mercy to be in danger simply because you want to keep these long distances between you and opponents. Ana can be exceptionally strong for Nano Bob. Ana can be exceptionally strong just as a support herself. Lifeweaver with the pedal platform is actually super nice, and I had a few moments where I'm like, yo, this is actually so cool. What else is there? In terms of tanks, you really want to have a tank with a shield to protect you while you were like pew-pew-pewing from the far. But honestly, every single tank will do. Even the dive tanks, it feels like you have the momentum to, with the coach gun and stuff, to really help him out, and with the distance advantage as well. In terms of the second DPS, I don't feel like there are particularly anything like useful for that. So yeah, Zarya can be exceptionally good because they would want to go Ana and try to sleep your Bob, but Zarya can bubble your Bob and make sure that he is getting the full value instead of like just sleeping on the floor. So here, Hollywood, another great map for Ana. Excuse me, another great map for Ana and Ashe, and I was cooking like a madman. They were trying this, they were trying that, but nothing was working. You wanna know why? Because of a simple skill issue. So we spoke about best teammates, let's talk about worst opponents. I will say that with the nerf of Widowmaker, she is now a C tier character, and the only characters that will bring like grief and sorrow to you are probably going to be Hanzo still. A great Hanzo is such a massive problem for you, as well as Genji can be super duper annoying. Sombra can be annoying, but you almost always have a Mercy Pocket, so that's just absolutely not a problem. You are never going to be in danger in that regard. In terms of the tanks, it feels like you can play against everyone, but some are just more annoying than others. I know that Zarya is super nice to play against simply because you wait for her bubbles to go out and just 3-tap her in the head. Well, that sounds way easier than it is in reality, but yeah. In terms of flying characters, you are countering them. In terms of supports, I would say no. There are no particular like support that can be a massive burden to your existence. So Ashe is just a character that like relies on your aim. So the only character that can counter you is you when you are playing Ashe. It feels like your positioning can counter you, your bad aim can counter you, your lack of vision for the future can absolutely counter you. So yeah, we were absolutely cooking our competition. That was such a great moment. I was able to actually help my Kiriko, like right here, boom. Oh my god, that was so nice. That was actually so great. I love it. Last and final hour of the challenge, and it's time to speak about where would you want to take Ashe against what characters would you want to take Ashe. I personally would want to take Ashe against characters that really want to close the distance but will not be able to do so, just like Bastion, just like Reaper, just like Mei, simply because you can just pew 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 them from high ground that you can go up to with a coach gun. And just have a lot of fun against those characters. Ashe is amazing against flying characters, but only on like long maps. So for example, if you are playing on Ilias and they are playing Echo or Pharah, I highly advise you to not to go for Ashe and like play Castle or Soldier instead for the complete defense, or try to go even without the Hitscan. Just like Miyamoto Musashi said, there are different ways to the Mountain Fuji, right? In terms of the tanks, you are countering Zarya, Diva can be a problem sometimes, you are countering Sigma if you will be able to blast through his shield, like you can just literally headshot this guy, he's super duper slow. Monkey sometimes can be a problem against you, Doom sometimes can be a problem against you, and Wrecking Ball, like as you will not be able to kill this tank, but I would say just ignore and outwork, right? The best revenge is the success, just as they say in those dumb motivational videos. So I was able to absolutely cook in those 20 hours. I super duper enjoyed the journey, and soon I will do a 30-hour Ashe video, hopefully in like 10 or 15 videos, because this is one of my favorite Hitscan characters, and I really want to revisit her and see how much I will be able to improve and how much I will be able to cook later. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Take care.